Alright, here we go. So, this is what makes Snake Eyes Tier 0. This exactly how it's going to play out. And you're going to see it. So, I go one for one, summon out Snake Ash. Boom, set the Poplar. Boom, Poplar is going to summon onto the field. And the only reason I wanted to start off with one for one is just so I can get the most advantage as possible. Now, I do misplay on a couple plays, but for the most part, I'm still going to be able to set up the most optimal board possible with this particular deck, and you're going to see it. I'm going to literally do everything you could possibly do with this deck. So go ahead and summon this out. Boom. Just kind of setting up some advantage right here. Boom. Going to IP Masquerena. Going to Promethean Princess right here. Going to Amblo Whale. Then I go into Sprite Elf and revive back the Formula Sync run. Summon or set the IP Masquerena. Now, there is a misconception about this card right here, Promethean Princess. People believe that when this card hits the field, they're locked into fire monsters for the rest of the turn. It's just basically while this card's on the field, you can only summon fire monsters. It says it right here in the first line. You cannot special summon monsters except fire monsters. So it's not a for the rest of the turn, it's just while this card's on the field. So that's all that is. Boom. So this board right here consists of a Sprite Elf to bring back a level 2, which would probably be my Formula Sync run, and then we also get IP Masquerena, so we can link on my opponent's turn. We got Borreload Savage Dragon acting as our Omni Negate. We also have Infinite Impermanence for a negate as well on field, a monster negate, and then a column negate as well because it is set. Flamberge can float, has a floating effect, and then this card right here can take something that's in the spell and trap zone and summon it to the field. That is a continuous card when my opponent summons something. So, plus an Ash Blossom, and then in our graveyard we got Promethean Princess and Amphibious Ambler Whale. So, two forms of graveyard disruption there. And then just a ton of other stuff that we got. So we're going to activate Formula Sync on right here to go into Baron de Floor. Both are untargetable right now, or because of the Sprite Elf, but that's not going to matter very soon because I am going to chain the effects of these. Chain Link 1, Ash, Chain Link 2, Poplar, Chain Link 3, the Link Karibo, Chain Link 4, was IP Masquerena, Chainlink 5 was Sprite Elf, allowing me to go into Appaloosa, Link Karibo, Baron de Floor, Borlo, Savage Dragon. So this is a 4 negate. Now, I didn't really read this motherfucker's hand, because if I did, I could have saved myself from negating twice with this card. Or I could have saved myself a negate with Appaloosa is what I mean. So boom, he summons this out. I just go ahead and negate this card on field. Boom, go ahead and negate this in the graveyard. He then activates one on the field. I just negate it with Baron de Floor. Kind of risky right there because if he had something that could have actually like broke my board, probably would have hurt a little bit. So he then tries to attack. Of course, his monster's at 0. I wasted the negate right there because apparently I cannot negate this shit unless I can destroy it. So he can just keep using this bitch over and over and over and over and over until eventually it comes out, which is what he did. So go ahead and pop that with Promethean Princess, and then we're going to activate the last negate of Avalusa Boa the Goddess to pretty much stop that effect right there. We're then going to revive back the Flamberge. Basically revive back the Flamberge with Baron de Floor, and then I just basically link off to get Promethean Princess off the field back into the graveyard so I can go into something that's not fire. I go into Nightmare Phoenix right here, and then I just revive back, and that's why I wanted to get something off the field that wasn't fire, so then that way I could revive back the Formula Sync run with Sprite Elf because I was locked in the fires right there. And then I pretty much just revive it back, go into a new Baron de Floor so that Omni Negate is back. and then just summon out 2 bodies, and now I can just pretty much attack for game. If he has any effects, I can negate it with Baron de Fleur, and if he has anything beyond that, I can just attack over it, bro. Like, it ain't that big of a deal. So pretty much just attack for game, and that is it for that one. I know y'all always ask about the deck, and this, by the way, is the deck that I was playing. Now, for whatever reason, bro, I've been trying to get a W with this deck, showcasing this card, and people have quit before I can get to this card, or whatever. It's just a little too slow. But I've been wanting to try this out and show people like how crazy this is. I got another match that I want to showcase. I think it's this one here, which happened to be a really crazy match too. It's a pretty good match as well, so I wanted to show this off. So I'm going to start off with Diabell Star, go Original Sinful Spoils, go Ash, search the Poplar. Now, I believe I made a shit ton of misplays in this, but it's okay. Go Link Karibo, boom, set the Poplar, fill spell, go Oak, boom, summon out the Flamberge, summon my 2 bodies out, go IP Masquerena, Promethean Princess, summon Flamberge, go into Amphibious, Ambo Whale, then go IP Masquerena, and just pretty much end my turn on this. Summon out the IP Masquerena, my opponent is going to activate the Ancient Chant. I'm going to go into Appaloosa, Bow of the Goddess. And then this is where I make my misplays. Now, I'm supposed to summon another body off with Oak, just like that, and then search for the Poplar, and Poplar, once it's added to my hand, I'm supposed to summon it, but I accidentally clicked no to summoning this, so it doesn't actually hit the field, and I wanted that extra body on the field, but it's okay, because my back row ends up getting wiped anyways. He then special summons back my Snake Eyes Flamberge off of the Monster Reborn. Of course, I activate Maxi, and then he's pretty much just going to crash the Flamberge into Appaloosa, Bow of the Goddess, and now he's in a pickle because I can just put this into the back row, which it'll go into my back row because it's my monster. Bet you didn't know about that. There we go. So then we're going to activate the Ash. It then sends the Flamberge to give me some advantage. Thank you, my boy, for reviving that monster for me. We're going to go Nightmare Phoenix right here to pop this back row. Then we're going to go into Sprite Elf. Summon out IP Masquerena right here, and then just set the Diabell Star in the back row. And then from here, I'm going to grab an Ash. Summon out Jet Synchron, use that and that to go into Unicorn. Unicorn is just going to send this back into his deck, and I'm just going to attack for a little bit of damage right here. And then pretty much that's it. I don't really need to do a whole lot more than that. Summon Diabell Star out, put a trap right here. Now I have a on-field negate, a monster negate with infinite impermanence, revive back a level 2 with Sprite Elf. Unicorn not really going to do anything, and then I got Flamberge as well. So my opponent is going to imperm me, and I just negate it. I don't really care. Like, there's nothing he can do anyways. But hey, it is what it is. It's a pretty powerful match right there. Now, let me just show y'all my thinking on this, right? Because my thinking of making this deck like this, it doesn't really matter who I play against. I just need to show off the combo. And usually people are quitting before I even get a chance to get to the combo. But basically, I made this deck right here, and if I manage to draw this, it's basically a GG's for my opponents. Now the deck is already insane. Snake Eyes, everybody knows Snake Eyes is already insane, but if you happen to draw into the trap, which I didn't right here, so I'm just going to restart the match until I get to it, and then we're going to show off how broken this trap is. And I'm pretty sure there's probably a way to search this trap through the Harpies engine, but I don't really care about that right now. This is for just if you hard draw it. Simple as that. And I'm just going to keep doing this until I hard draw it. There we go. Boom. Right there. So let's just go dramatic snake eye change. And this will give me full combo. So I'm going to set this to the back row. Activate Diabell Star right here to summon. And we are going to send the one off the field to summon the other Diabell Star just like that. And then of course, original Sinful Spoils. And there we go, right there. Now I could, you know what? I could do the optimal combo by using Ash Blossom, but I don't want to do that. I don't care. I don't need to. I drew the card that I've been wanting to show off. So boom, we're gonna go Snake Eye Ash, just like that. And then we are going to go Poplar, add this to the hand. Activate just like that. Boom, activate this. And then from here, let's grab a field spell. And just because I'm just gonna go ahead and activate Where Art Thou and grab Jet Sync Run just because it's busted. Why not? Let's go into Link Karibo right here with Poplar. Set that into the back row. And then I'm going to activate the Ash right here to send the Poplar to summon out Oak. Then from here, we're going to activate the Oak to summon out Poplar or Ash, whichever one, it doesn't matter. Doesn't matter what I summon out. Then Oak to send the Flamberge to simply summon out Flamberge. Just that simple. Boom, just like that, right? Now from here, I'm going to activate the Flamberge to summon out 2 level 1s. Alright, now this is where combo kind of changes a little bit, right? This is where the combo is going to definitely change a little bit. So what I'm going to do, instead of doing the normal combo, is go IP Masquerena with Flamberge and this Ash right here. And then I'm going to go Assembled Nightingale with this Poplar and this Oak right here. Just like that. Into Lyrilusk Assembled Nightingale. And I'm not going to do anything with this. I'm just going to leave this away off to the side, just like how it is. Now I can summon out my Jet Sync Run from here, but I don't really want to do that. I just want to show that this combo can be done like this every time, just from doing the normal like line of combos, right? No extenders. So this is pretty much what you're going to do to be able to do this card's effect and play. So then we are going to go into Promethean Princess. Promethean Princess is going to revive the Flamberge. Well, you know what? Probably gonna have to do this anyways. Probably gonna have to use this because, yeah. So I'm gonna have to use something in my hand to give me an extra body. So I guess you would need an extender right here. But I'm going to just normal out this Jet Sync Run. And it's not for the Jet Sync Run effect, so I'm not gonna use any of that. But I need to get Promethean Princess off the field. Now, if you don't, it does not matter. Like, If Promethean Princess stays on the field, it does not matter. I'm literally only doing this so then that way I can put the IP Masquerena onto the field. I just want to get this off the field. So if you don't have a way to like summon an extra body, just don't go into Promethean Princess. Just go into like Sprite Elf or something else or whatever you can get into. Just go into that. Doesn't really matter. I'm just doing this just to get this off the field. So then that way I'm not locked. It's the only reason. So I'm going to Amblo Well. There we go. And then from here, I'm just going to set the Harpy's Feather Storm just like that. I'm not going to even activate the Jet Sync run. It doesn't matter. The whole point of this is that you go into Assembled Nightingale right here, and basically it makes it to where you don't take damage and it can't be destroyed by your opponent's card effects. So basically you kind of fuck your opponents over. So you set the trap and then you pretty much just end your turn. From there, I guess I could activate this, but I don't really need to because I'm just going to summon it off of the Flamberge. So doesn't really matter right there. So Flamberge is going to activate. Boom. And me, I'm a chain type motherfucker, bro. I like motherfuckers to play something and then I chain this to it. So that's exactly what I'm gonna do. You don't have to. If you want to prevent them from like dropping a kaiju on you or something, you don't have to chain this. So it says right here, if you control no monsters, special summon one normal monster from the deck. Bro, if it ain't got no effects, my boy, I'm bringing that to a stop. You feel me? We're gonna go ahead and stop that unexpected die. And then why not just go ahead and just activate Harpy's Feather Storm right here. And then activate IP Masquerena right here. Just like that. Now, right here I could go into Appaloosa Bowl of the Goddess, but if I'm being honest right now, you don't have to. You don't gotta go into Appaloosa because they're already negated. But I'm gonna just go into it anyways. They're already getting negated. And this will just give me some battle protection, which is why I'm wanting to do this. Activate the Ash. It's going to search for the Poplar. Boom. Poplar is going to summon from hand. There we go. Just like that. Activate the Poplar effect. And then I can search for a Subversion, which will be a board breaker on my opponent's turn. And then from there, I can activate Link Karibo's effect to then send the Poplar to the graveyard. And I can just activate this just because, so it stops like annoying the fuck out of me. I'm just going to send the Oak. And there we go. Summons out the Link Karibo, and then we could just put Flamberge in the back row. Just like that. And then my opponent, like, bro, you see how broken that is? Like, they cannot get any monster effects because I went into Lyrilusk Assembled Nightingale. And I just wanted to show like how broken that is. Imagine you start playing against Snake Eyes players and they start doing this, because this is not a brick that they have to run in their deck. And this card wouldn't really be a brick because as long as they got combo, look at this, I just drew another one. As long as they got combo, if they draw this, you're fucked. Like, this does not have to be a brick in the deck. Like, this is not a card that you have to run in your deck. You literally just use your level 1s to go into this. So truly, if you wanted to just buy yourself some time and you get stopped, let's say your plays get stopped and you're running Harpy's Feather Storm, You can literally, there's times where you all you have is ash and poplar on the field, and you have no further plays, like because your searches get stopped, and or like you get hit with like Droll and Lockbird or something, and you can't search, and your plays get stopped, your ash gets stopped, your poplar somehow gets stopped, whatever the case may be, right? You can't search, you can't do nothing, or sometimes it's jet sync run plus ash or whatever. I don't know, like your plays get stopped basically, and if your plays get stopped, you go into Lyrillus Nightingale right here, a simple Nightingale. Boom, you summon this onto the field or set this onto the field on your opponent's turn. You just activate the motherfucker, and then basically your opponents can't do shit. So it's kind of crazy actually. Um, if you really think about it, that shit's kind of crazy. So let's go ahead and we're just going to put Diabell Star back into my deck, and then just draw the Kurikari. Why not? And then from here, let's just go ahead and go into Formula Sync Run with the Jet and the Ash. Oh, I'm able to draw me a card. I'm able to draw me a card. And then I can go ahead and activate this Flamberge right here. And me, I like to set IP Masquerena in the back row, but I'm gonna just set another Flamberge in the back row, bro, for recursion. Why not? I don't think they're gonna survive this turn, but yeah. I'm gonna go Baron de Floor. Summon out two bodies. Let's go Ash and Poplar. To search for an Ash. And then let's just go ahead and start popping shit. Mm. And that's how I break boards, is just through just thinking shit out, bro. Some people don't really think like that. Some people don't think shit out, but I like to think shit out, bro. And there we go. I could Harpy's Featherstorm and do that shit all over again next turn. Like basically just like cuck my opponent completely. So let's just attack, attack. This will kill. No, yeah, I got enough to kill, but I don't want to though. I don't want to. I finally got my Harpy's Featherstorm shit going. I don't want to kill him yet. So I'm not going to. I'm not gonna lie. I'm not gonna kill him. I wanna enjoy my Harpy's Featherstorm shit. Oh, what the fuck are they doing? This card is in your graveyard. You can send 1 Gem Knights to add this card from your hand to the graveyard. I don't give a fuck. Add that shit. And then I guess during the draw phase, bro, while they can't really do shit, you could flip this shit over and like literally lock them out of monster effects. You could activate this right here to give yourself some protection from like losing any life points from them attacking into it. I guess I could Sprite Elf right here if I wanted to. Go into whatever the fuck I want. Kind of would make sense to go into IP right here. Clear up some space on the field. So that's actually like pretty cool. That's actually like kind of cool to be able to do that. Not gonna lie. Not gonna lie. Like, being able to just like spam this shit out, like draw it and your opponent basically lose the match because you drew it. Like that shit is actually kind of crazy. Hopefully I didn't bore y'all to death with this, but I just wanted to show this off because I thought it was pretty interesting. And like, bro, look at all this shit. Look at all this shit. So let's just banish something that don't mean shit. We're gonna banish Unicorn. Just go ahead and pop that. Boom. And let's just kill him. Bro, that's actually like crazy as shit. You feel me? This is actually like crazy as shit. So I'm gonna go ahead and show that deck list one more time. There we go. So, bro, you can actually play Harpy's Featherstorm and just put Lyrilusk assembled Nightingale. Like, and you don't even have to run that one. Like, there's other ones that you could put in here. It just needs to be a wind wing beast for it to get its effect. And there we go. This one right here says it gains 500 attack for each material attached to it. If your opponent special summons a monster, except during the damage step, you can detach one material from this card, target one of those special summon monsters, and return it to the hand. So this prevents them from being able to like special summon. You basically just keep putting shit back into their hands, and they won't have any monster effects while getting shit put back in their hands. So I guess you could play this one too. And this one would be like crazy in the deck. If this card in your possession is sent to the graveyard by an opponent's card, you can target one other Lyrilusk monster in your graveyard, add it to your hand. So this really won't even matter. I guess it could happen to be like a recursion kind of thing. This could be like a recursion kind of thing because basically what you could do is put this card on the field in defense, I guess. And if they send like I guess you could just keep looping with this card. I don't know. I don't know if it'll send itself, not itself, but another copy of this card with the same name, but just not this one. If it could like send that back to the extra deck so you could just run two of them, but that would be actually pretty crazy though. So yeah, this one right here basically does the same thing as this one. This one is just completely unaffected by other card effects. So, and then you detach two materials from this one, which both materials that you would make it with, you would detach, and then they wouldn't be able to out this card for the rest of the turn. So it would literally just sit on your field, and no matter what they do, they just cannot break your board unless they can kaiju this shit. But they wouldn't have any monster effects, so like they'd have to out the kaiju without monster effects. So this is actually kind of crazy right here if you did that. Then we also got this one, which I don't think I read this one. Gains 500 attack for each one attached to it. Once per turn, you can detach one material, then target one spell or trap your opponent controls, shuffle it into the deck. At the start of the damage step, if another monster you control battles, you can detach any number of materials from this card. So, bro, this is spell and trap removal that you can get to with your level 1 monsters. So, actually not crazy. You can get to this pretty easily with Snake Eyes and Recital Starling. So this is the last one that I'm gonna read before we read all of them. So if this card is succeed summon, you can target one face-up monster on the field. It gains 300 attack and defense for each material attached to it. To this card, and then so you can just boost up anything. Okay, that sounds kind of crazy. Once per turn, you can detach, and here's the thing. There's times where you can get a lot of level 1s out. So imagine getting a Flamberge or a Appaloosa or something like that, and then, bro, oh shit, I didn't even think about that. I wonder if you can go into Appaloosa Boa the Goddess, and then you can make this card lose exactly 800 attack. So I wonder if you could add attack with this card to Appaloosa Boa the Goddess, and then that becomes more negates. Interesting. That would be fucking crazy to replenish your Appaloosa Boa the Goddess with Recital Starling. I don't know. If you can do that, that's fucking crazy. Wow. Once per turn, you can detach one material from this card, add one level 1 wing beast monster from your deck to your hand. All damage you take from this battle is also inflicted to your opponents. Okay. So I guess basically this will prevent them from wanting to even attack into this shit. So you don't have to necessarily put this card on the field and try to protect it. You can put this shit on the field after you've beat the life points low, and then like put this shit on the field. It'll be 0 attack, 0 defense. You could make that shit the last monster, and then flip this over and literally negate all their effects. And then when they go to have to try to attack into this shit, they literally lose life points. Bro, this is busted. Like, bro, these cards right here can be played in Snake Eyes, and I call this shit the toxic Snake Eyes, bro. Man, now I'm curious to what other level 1 exceeds can be run in Snake Eyes, and I don't think anybody's even thinking of this type of shit. But like, I'm pretty sure there's a way to search this. I'm pretty sure there's a way to search it. I'm trying to see if there's a way to search it through extra deck reasons. If there's a way to search this, like if these cards right here searched it, that would be fucking crazy. Because I could figure a way to get to this to search that. Imagine being able to search it through engine of scare of Snake Eyes. Hmm. Bro, I'm going to figure out how to like search for this card right here. Maybe you can even trap trick this shit onto the field. Like, bro. Oh wow. Wow. So reading this card's effects, bro, you could literally run trap tricks at 3 in this deck and just take out the fucking imperms and absolutely cook motherfuckers, bro. Now I want to see how often. Well, I guess I didn't hit it right there. I'm pretty sure that. Let me see. Having that card at 6 is like hitting the adventure engine. So having 6 copies of ways to get to that card is okay. There we go. Trap tricks plus it plus popular plus. Bro, that's cooked. I guess right here I would kind of have to go into it right here, and then basically this would be like a level 3 spin back. But I mean, like, bro, like your opponent can't even play through this shit, bro. This is crazy. Like your opponents wouldn't even be able to play through this. Like knowing this, This is fucking crazy. Because during the draw phase, you could literally just activate Harpy's Featherstorm right here. And then they would have to imperm this. They would have to have imperm. And then right here, boom, you just activate IP Masquerena. And just, I mean, you could even go into Promethean Princess right here. But I guess you could just activate IP, go into Unicorn, summon back their normal summon, or spin back their normal summon. Discard the Trap Tricks, why not? Well, you know what, nah, fuck that, I'll discard that one. And send this shit back into their deck. And then boom, you get follow-up play, bro. Like, you just shut their turn off. Like, that's what just happened. I just shut their turn off. Like, that's crazy. That is absolutely crazy to me. And then on the follow-up turn, I can literally put my Poplar back into the deck, grab a starter with Ash, and draw a card. Like, bro, this is busted, bro. Like, this is so busted. I kind of want to summon out Oak, but we won't get its effect to summon. I'm not even really doing optimals. Like, I don't even really care about doing optimals. I'm just trying shit out. Like, this is how I play test my decks. I just literally just come in here and just try shit out and see what works, see what doesn't. Because at this point, I really could just like trap tricks and then, well, I guess I couldn't. Guess I couldn't really do that, but it's alright. So I could sprite elf though. Guess I wouldn't really get the effects though, which is okay. Wouldn't really get the effects of Phoenix. And right here, I'm like ultimately just trying shit out. So search for this with the poplar, and then with the ash, I'm just going to search for jet synchron. Actually, no, I don't want to search jet synchron because I want to summon jet synchron. So I'm gonna search for ash, and then I'm gonna use the original sinful spoils to actually summon out that jet synchron. So to clear up some space on the field, let's get this off the field, and then I'm gonna summon out that jet synchron. Activate this to set that flamberge, and then we can go formula synchron right here, but I don't want to do that just yet. And like I said, I'm just trying shit out. I just want to see what I can do. No, 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 no. I'm so used to putting this shit back here. I shouldn't have did that. I'm so used to doing that shit. But it's alright. I'm just trying shit out. I'm not gonna lie. What's the effects of this? You can special summon one light monster. Fuck that. Well, just kind of showing some shit that I've just figured out, honestly. Like, just trying shit out. So, this is actually kind of crazy. Like, being able to completely, like, stop your opponents from being able to do anything on their follow up turn. And you don't even necessarily got to do it the way I did it, which is crazy. This is a full combo. Let me. You don't even got to do it the way I did it, my boy. You could probably end on a stronger board, but I'm just too lazy to try. Pretty sure Triple Tactics Talent can draw you into some shit. One thing I can say, it's not as consistent as I thought it would be. 6 cards to it. And there we go, Harpy's Featherstorm. And that's full fucking punish right there, my boy. So I can go send this to summon Ash. Activate this to set the Poplar. And I guess right here, shit, I would have to, I guess I would have to add Kurikari. Like, and just normal out the Poplar. I would have to just normal the Poplar out. So I guess technically, like, I mean, I could go Link Karibo right here, but I'll do it anyways. Fuck it, why not? Come on, let me click, bitch. So we're gonna go Link Karibo. And then Oak to send the Flamberge. To summon out another Flamberge. Which will trigger Flamberge. To summon out 2 level 1s. So we're gonna summon out just any 2, it doesn't matter. That's actually not too bad. So I could then go this plus this into Link, Karibo, and then into Promethean Princess with these, which would lock me in the fire. Kind of fucks me over a little bit. Oh. I guess what I really could do, instead of doing what I'm doing, like the IP route, instead of doing that play, instead I could equip Flamberge back here and then go into Amphibious Amlo Whale. Because if you got the Harpy's Featherstorm, right? Hear me out on this. If you got the Harpy's Featherstorm, you don't need the Appaloosa Boa the Goddess. So this card right here being destroyed, so if they destroy this, you then can go into, well, I guess, does it work like that? Does this summon? Yeah, if this card is destroyed, you can target 1 Link 3 or lower monster in your graveyard and special summon it. So boom, this would summon Promethean Princess. Well, I guess actually you don't have to wait on this to be destroyed. You can just destroy this motherfucker yourself. So technically you could Promethean Princess pop this and pop their shit and then pop again. Bro, I guess that works like that. So I could then just go into this with this, put this into defense just like that. Boom, set Harpy's Featherstorm, end my turn, and then as soon as in their draw phase, just flip over Harpy's Featherstorm and activate Lyrilusk Nightingale, right? Boom. Send the Oak. Now they can't destroy this shit and they got no monster effects nowhere. And there they go. Off to the races. So they summon this card out, and I guess this is how I can beat them. So I can activate Promethean Princess to pop this, and then activate this to just summon out the Flamberg. And I don't have to worry about monster effects. Like literally no monster effects can be activated by them. So like that's even better because then like they're deactivated for the entirety of the turn. So I don't have to worry about like nothing that they're doing. Just literally just popping shit. And they can't destroy this. So what if I got follow up? What if I got trap tricks to do it again next turn? What if I got bro, this is kinda crazy when you think about it. So yeah, it's kinda wild, I'm not gonna lie. Kinda wild. And then we could do that shit again, bro. We can do that shit again. Boom, just like that. And then boom, just like that. Literally banish one to set one and then Harpy's Feather Storm them again. Activate this. This is fucking busted, bro. I literally take no damage from them attacking into this. So, like, what's the point? And all my monsters are fucking overpowered, bro. How do they get past this? I gotta try this online, bro. Gotta play this shit online like this. I'm not gonna lie. That's low key kind of busted. Not even gonna lie. Low key kind of busted.